Good morning to all of you. Today we are studying the topic which is called as a threads in Java. First of all, what is a thread? Thread is a lightweight subprocess. Here we are saying that the thread is a lightweight subprocess. Here what is the meaning of the subprocess? Here actually process stands for program under execution. Program under execution is called as a process. Means whenever the program will be under execution, it is called as a process. Here for this process, here assume here this is a process. Here we are dividing this process into the subprocess like this one: subprocess 1, subprocess 2, subprocess 3, subprocess 4. Assume here this is my main process. The main process will be divided into the subprocess 1, subprocess 2, subprocess 3, subprocess 4. For each subprocess, we are creating a thread. Okay. For this one, we are creating thread number 1. For this one, thread number 2. For this one, thread number 3. And for this one, thread number 4. Means thread stands for a lightweight subprocess. Means it is a part of the process. It is the part of the process. Here the main advantage of dividing the process into subprocess, we can execute this subprocess parallelly, concurrently. Means at the same time we can execute all these things. Means we can utilize the maximum utilization of the CPU. We can utilize the CPU maximum utilization. Why? Because we are running all these processes at a time, all these subprocesses at a time. That's why we are increasing the utilization of the CPU. That is the main advantage of the threads here. Next, come this one here. How we are creating the threads in the Java language? To create the threads, we are having the two ways. The first way is called as the by extending thread class. Second one is the by implementing runnable interface. Means to create a thread, we are having the two ways. The very first way is the extending the thread class. Okay, yeah, or by implementing the runnable interface. First of all, come this one here by extending thread class. Okay, here the what is meaning of the extending? Okay, here actually the extending stands for we are implementing the inheritance concept. Okay, here the inheritance stands for whenever we are creating the child class using the parent class. Here assume here this is my parent class or base class. This is my base class. Here from the base class I am creating the child class. Here I am creating the child class. Here the main advantage of the creating the child class is it contains all the properties of the base class. To get all these properties of the base class, we need the inheritance concept. To implement the inheritance concept, we are using the keyword which is called as extends. Okay. By using the extends keyword, we can implement the inheritance concept. Here, see this one here. We are extending the thread class here. Already we are having the main thread class is there. Okay. From this class, we are creating our child threads here. Okay. To create our child threads, we have to extending the thread class here. A thread can be created by extending thread class and overriding its run method. Okay, what is the run method here? Here whatever the actions we have to perform by using the thread, all those complete code will avail in the run method. Okay, means in the run method we are writing the code which can be used, which can be performed by using a particular thread. Because of the thread 1, I want to do the so and so operation. Okay, here assume here because of the thread 1, I want to do the so and so operation. Here this complete code will be written in the run method. Next, because of the thread 2, I want to do the so and so operation, that will be written in the run method. Means the run method contains the main actions. Whatever the actions we want to perform by using the thread, all those complete code will avail in the run method. Right, see this one here. I wrote the one simple example. Class my thread. Okay, here this is the our thread class name. Here my thread is my thread class name. My thread extends the thread. Okay, here thread is our the class name. Here we are extending the my thread class. Okay, public void run. Here the my thread class contains one method. What is the method name here? Run method. Here the run method we are writing the complete actions. What are the action I want to do here? I want to do the only one action. System.out.println thread created. Means here my aim is just I want to display the message as a thread is created. I want to display this whole message only. In the run method, I wrote the code as the system.out.println thread created. Next, come this one here, class thread1. Okay, this is my main class here. Class thread1. public static void main string args. Okay, my thread, here the my thread is my thread class name. My thread t1 equals to new my thread. Here we are creating the object. What is your object name? The object name is t1. Means this is the thread number 1, t1. Here whenever we are creating the object for a myThread class, whenever we are creating the object for the myThread class, we can run this method. We can run this method by using the start method. Whenever we call the t1.start, thread1.start, at the time it invokes the run method and it displays the corresponding data here. Here what is the data here? Thread is created, that will be displayed. Means after creating the object for the thread class, to execute this run method, we have to write the t1.start. Whenever there is a start, it internally invokes the run method. This method will be executed and it displays the corresponding data here. Right, see this one here. With the practical, I will show this one. Right, see this one here. Now I am running the, now I am compiling the thread1.java, java c thread1.java. In this code, there are no errors. The bytecode has been generated successfully. Now I have to run this code. Okay, to run this code, java space thread1. Okay, here thread1 is my main class name. Whenever I am running this code, we are getting answer as a thread created. Thread created means first of all create the object for the myThread, and after that to run this method we have read the t1.start, thread1.start. At that time it invokes a run method. Next, and also the second one is whenever if you want to create the thread, we can also create the thread by using the implementing the runnable interface also. Here we are writing like this one: class myThread implements runnable. In the previous class I wrote the class myThread extends thread, but here I am writing the class myThread implements runnable interface. If it is interface, at the time we have to write the implements keyword. We have to write the implements keyword here. Next, here it is also contains the same run method. In the run method we are writing the complete action code. By using this thread we are performing these operations here. What is the operation here? System.out.println thread created. Means whenever we are invoking this main myThread class, at the time here it displays the data as a thread created. Next, come this one here, class thread2. Here this is my main class here, class thread2 public static void main string args myThread t1 equals to new myThread. Okay, for this class we are creating the thread t1. Okay, we are creating thread t1. Next, after that thread t equals to new thread of t1. Means we are creating the object name is a t here. Whenever we are writing the t.start, at the time it invokes the run method and displays the output as a thread created. Here see this one here, we can, for creating the thread we are having the two ways are there. The first way is the extending thread class, second way is the implementing runnable interface. Okay, then what is the difference between the thread class as well as the runnable interface? Okay, the main difference is whenever we create a thread by using the extends keyword. Okay, by using the extends keyword, assume here I am creating the thread like this one: class A extends thread class. Class A extends thread class. Here the once we are creating a thread, whenever we are creating a class by using the extends keyword, here this cannot be again extended. Okay, this cannot be again extended. That is a problem in the extends. Okay, here whenever it is implements, at the time we can extend the another class also. Here see this one here, we can write like this one: class A extends B implements runnable. Means whenever we are creating a thread by using the implements interface, runnable interface, here this can be extended, but the extends doesn't allow the another extends here, but the implement allows the extends concept here. That is the difference between the extends as well as the implements. Thank you.